hoping I get a lot of females. But, you know, that looks like it could be a, oh gosh, female. So I better just be quiet. I don't want to nix this deal. Hey everybody, welcome back to Florida Exotic Fish Sales. We're out here on the farm and today we're going to, it's actually a couple days before Thanksgiving, and we kind of slow down now because we can't ship too much problems with the airport. People are traveling home to see family. But anyway, today I thought I'd bring you out here and check our Petrochromis Trewavasae. This is a Lake Tanganyika fish. Lake Tanganyika is the second largest lake in African chain. And this fish is of the Petrochromis genus. This is a really peaceful Petrochromis, and it's a beautiful one, especially the babies. They're kind of green with the black and yellow stripes. I used to have it 5-6 years ago, lost the breeders. Probably took us you know, at least 3 or 4 years of ordering it every time to get it. Got it about 8 months ago, threw it out here. It took, just like I said in the Tanganyika and unloading, it comes in kind of skinny, and so we've been beefing it up. And it's been producing. So we're gonna check them today, see how they're doing. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna tell you something, talk to you a little bit about feeding. Now, I've told you before that I don't usually put structure in, but these guys are really kind of shy. And they're all crowded around the pipe here, and they kind of hang like this. And so I try to give them a little bit of cover, a little bit of hanging out time too, so they can kind of, they're not like some of the other trophies that are real active, and they're certainly not like some of the other Petrochromis. There's some Petrochromis out there, the red ones and the yellows, the moshis. I mean, I think with them, the challenge is not breeding them. The challenge is to keep them alive. And whenever I do bring them in, and I do it very reluctantly, and I usually pre-sell them, and you're gonna get them whether you like it or not, I have to put, as soon as they come in, I mean, the minute they come in, I have to take the males away and stick them somewhere by themselves, because I don't, even the way you saw us unload them overnight, they will shred each other. So people who have them, what they do is they take PVC pipe and they hang it like this all over their tank inside, with spaces in between, all over their tank. And that's so the fish can run up there amongst it and keep from getting killed. Well, you know, to me, that's not really a gorgeous tank. Although the fish are outstanding. The color is, I mean, moshi yellow is like egg yolk yellow. The red ones, my goodness, they are fire engine red. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. They call this the Threadfin. Kind of hangs out in shallower water. There's a big old male. And then you see the Threadfin, I think it's from these right here, the pectorals. And they got the little yellow, just a little bit of yellow at the end. Kind of duplicates the egg. So we'll see what's going on here. This guy looks like it might be holding. We check these pretty regularly, especially now that we have the system in the warehouse for incubating the eggs. Before we had that, we didn't check them so regularly. But because this is such a neat fish, I just want to make sure we get it. There's some nice babies. Those will go into Tony's incubator. But these kind of hang out in the shallower water in Lake Tanganyika. They're a scraper. You can see their mouths is really rough. And they scrape the rocks. So this is one of the fish. Well, I'm gonna tell you something kind of important about these fish. When people see this fish and its mouth dentation, when they see Tropheus, when they see Fulibornis and Trewavasaes, they automatically say, this is a vegetarian fish. All you can feed it. If you feed it anything else, there's gonna be a huge problem. You're gonna get what they call bloat. Well, in actuality, when these fish, and even here, when we scrape algae, there's a myriad of crustaceans in there, you know, protein. So these fish, when they're scratched, it's called aufwachs, by the way, A-U-W-A-C-H, something like that, A-U-F-W-A-C-H. But that's the German term, I think, for what it is. It's the algae, the detritus, the protozoans, all the invertebrates that live in that. So when these fish are scraping the rocks, when the Felibornis in Africa are scraping rocks, they're picking up protein. Malawi bloat, on the other hand, which you call Malawi bloat, but it's also big time they call Tropius bloat. To me, after all these years, is an overfeeding problem. And what happens is these have a different length of gut than some of the other fish. So do the Malawi Trewavasae and Felibornis. And their gut, when you overfeed them, their gut backs up, bacteria moves in, then they get sick. Then the only thing you can do is give them try to give them some salt to blow them out and that kind of thing. So what I'm telling you is this: figure out at home, if you're feeding your tank, let's say, this much food a day, but your kids are feeding and you're feeding and everything, split that up 3 or 4 ways and say, okay, you can feed this much each day out of this batch. Because these fish in your home aquarium, every time you walk by with your bottle of food, are going to be going up and down the grass like crazy. They want to do that. In the wild, these fish work all day long to get anything to eat. So my thing is, don't overfeed them. If you overfeed them, use some salt. It'll blow them right out. Now, we also got, if you saw our wild Tanganyika and unloading, we also got some, she's got, oh, goodness gracious. We also got some of these in, I think, well.
We got 1 egg, Biro.
No,
oh, there they are.
They're also, we got some wild ones in. And I have not even touched them. So over here, I set up a tank. We're gonna get it ready for them. This got straight eggs. This is great. Tony, I popped another one and there's one with eggs. What? I saw it. One of our, the herons are moving around right now. They're coming in from the north where they flying down where it's cold. They're flying around here and they're stopping by my farm to see if they can get inside the structure so they can eat these Petrochromis. So anyway, so now where we're going is we're gonna head over and grab the wild ones. Bring the wild ones over here. We're gonna set them up over here. I'm putting a big styro on there, and it's gonna be said do not touch, number 1, and it's gonna say quarantine. And the reason that is for the next 3 or 4 months, those fish are gonna be quarantined to the net that goes in there, to the drain hose, to everything, because even though I think they're fine, I'm not gonna expose my fish here to anything till I know they're super healthy. So anyway, we're gonna take these in, we're gonna put them in Tony's contraption, and then we're gonna head over and get the wilds that we just got in the other day. Okay? See you in a bit. Here we are over at the row where we brought in the wild Tanganyikas last week. We have not even looked at these fish yet. They're the only ones that we did not look at. We looked at everything else, the Tropius and the black calvus, and I looked at my sips for a minute, and we looked at the Foe, and we looked at the Horii. But I didn't look at these because these are totally going to stay on the farm, so I didn't care right off the bat what the sexing is. I'm hoping that this is going to be a trioed out fish minimum. But if it's not, I'm hoping then I have all females, which would be fine with me. Because in the fish we just checked, I know there's 4 males over there. So anyway, these guys came in last week, 1 per bag, because they're so valuable. And I personally bought the smaller ones in hopes that they are heavy females. And like I said, I have not gone near them. I haven't counted them. I haven't sexed them. And I don't know that I think when we carry them over where they're going, where I'm going to put them under quarantine, I might just do a real quick turn them over and see. They may not be fat enough yet, but maybe they will be. And I'll give a real quick check. And what I'm hoping is that I will never put these in with my other ones. I would rather have, when we have something rare on the farm, we try to keep them separate so that if we have a catastrophe in one tank, we still have the fish, because we've learned over time that that's what happens. We're still learning it. We still mess up. They messed up on my Exos 3 years ago. They had one tank of them, and a raccoon or something shook the pipe. And it took me 2 years to get them. So now we've got Exos again. We got them in one tank. What am I talking about? But anyway, we have other Exos coming up. So anyway, all I'm doing right now is counting, because I never counted them. And again, here they are, cool little spots. They get a little bit of yellow chin. And what I'm hoping, because of the size I picked, I'm hoping I get a lot of females. But, you know, that looks like it could be a, oh gosh, female. So I better just be quiet. I don't want to nix this deal. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Glenn, can you move that bucket a little closer? I'm going to put 6 in each bucket. I don't even remember what I ordered. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's great. 6. So there's 16 fish here. 2 more here. 2 more there. Now, like I said, we're going to take these over. I'm going to stick them in a tank over there. I'm going to put a little bit of structure for now. And I'm going to put a styro on the top that says, these fish are quarantined. The only people who drain over there on those 2 rows is Glenn or Tony or me. So I don't have to put detailed instructions, because nobody else is allowed to go on that road, because it's Tony's multi-cats. It's my Petros, it's our Tropheus, it's my gold Sex fasciatus. It's my Nasuda. So no one goes over there. So I don't have to put instructions on it. If it was over here, it might say quarantine, drain separate, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna do it over there. So off we go. We'll be over there, and I'm gonna unload them. And when I do, I'm gonna do a rough count of the sexing on them so I can see what I got. All right, see you when we get over there. Well, here I am trudging along, the old guy carrying the buckets, and Glenn carried, look what's under Glenn's arm, what he carried out here.
Somebody's got to be the cameraman.
Look what Glenn carried out. Look under his arm.
That I carried a piece of
styro lid. But that's okay. Glenn offered to carry this for me, but I said, nah, I need the exercise. So here I am, dumping these out here.
Huh?
I am going to put in here some pipes. So I pulled these pipes out of a couple of places, stuffed them in a little bit of potassium for a while, which is just potassium knocks down organics. If you use potassium, it's purple, bright purple. When it hits the water, it turns brown as it eats up the organics. It's a great, something you probably don't want to use in your house. It's great stuff. They use it in the sanitation places to clean up their equipment, etc. So anyway, I'm looking in here and I'm seeing one fish, this guy right here, that's loaded with egg spots. See all those egg spots on his tail? See that? Now, I don't know if I was in the shade. I'm in the shade here. But anyway.
Oh, how funny. I don't see them on this side. I saw them on the other side. There they are. There they are.
Not as good though, are they?
Yeah.
Well, no, they are. I just got to open it up. But anyway.
Yeah.
When they start breeding, this guy will be flashing for the female. And he'll be shaking that every one of his fins will be expanded, beautiful. And the Females will lay the eggs, they do a circle. Females come back by, they bite at that, and they get fertilized. There's another guy in here that's loaded up with spots too, this guy. So, and some of these are too immature really to call them, for me to guess, but I would 99% say that's gonna be a male. And it is. Now, if these guys haven't bred yet, it's difficult because the second hole right here, this is where this is for excrement, etc. This is for the egg. That's a nice. This is a female. That's one female. This is two females. Hey, very good. Three females. Four females. I'm feeling good about this. Little male, little spots on him. So that right now it's 3 and 4. Here's another male. That's 4 and 4. Female. 4 and 5. Females, 4 and 6. I don't know why I've always counted that way. Males first. No real reason. It's female, 4 and 7. Questionable, but I think a female, 4 and 8. This is very good. I'm happy. I don't care what that, if you want to know the truth. Another male, 5 and 8. Female, 5 and 9. Female, 5 and 10. Female, 5 and 11. That's 16 in my book. When these grow up, I mean, if I don't want to keep, if I want to sell a male, the male will go out of here so fast because a male Petrochromis Trewavasae that big is almost not seen. Those guys over there we checked this morning, if I were to make one phone call, and I know exactly who I'd call, that fish would be gone. So anyway, I'm going to put on this tank quarantine and today's date. And I'm not quite sure what the date, how do you spell quarantine? I-N-T-I-N-E. I don't care, I'm not gonna show you, so I don't wanna have somebody say, he forgot how to spell quarantine.
I think it's the 20th.
Good, so I'm gonna put 11/20. That means these guys are gonna be kept away from any other, there's trophies over here, nobody. They'll drain that tank by itself. And got a little, I'm gonna feed them this green flake food for a while.
What's in the food?
Green
it's
flake.
spirulina?
Spirulina. Now I'm not doing that because they're vegetarians. I'm doing it because that's how the food I started them off on when they first got in here, and I'll keep them, but now they're also getting our 1.5. So I'm the only one who feeds us this except Glenn. So they get it. So everybody, I hope you really enjoyed that. And if you did, I'd like it, make a comment and subscribe. By the way, I wore this shirt to Aquashella, and I'm walking along and this guy comes walking up to me and he's about this far away. I don't know him. I don't think I knew him. And he says, Rick, remember, you're supposed to say, like, comment, and subscribe. And he was just laughing at me because apparently he'd seen my stuff where I don't
Turn
remember.
around, let's see the back of your shirt. And there's Rick in his infinite wisdom as a cartoon character.
Yep, and anyway, it was a great show. The show was nice. People came up and talked to us. I almost felt famous. Yes, you can talk to me. And one gal came up to me and said, people seemed a little bit shy to come up. She gave me this comment to put on the shirt next time. Our fish bite, but we don't. So that's what we're going to put on. And I think we might give away some shirts like this because I don't know if you remember, because here goes our rabbit hole. Glenn's hoping I would have shut up a minute ago. But when we were doing the thing we'll show you, on our diesel, we just that day hit a milestone on our subscribers. We had 1,000. So Glenn came up with this idea, well, why don't we give something away, Every big milestone, give something away. So we're thinking about this next time this first time, we'll give away maybe a couple shirts and a cup or whatever. And Glenn knows how to do it so it'll be square, we're not gonna put little tags in a thing and rotate around. I'll reach my hand. There's some way to do it on the computer. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I've been enjoying it. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day. Be safe.